What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video today, back on a rebuild revisit today, featuring the San Francisco 49ers. So we built this team up into the 2022 offseason, where we did not make the playoffs, and I guess I ended the video after going 7-9. A little bit unfortunate considering we're an 89 overall, 91 offense, whatever the defense said is what that is. And if you take a look at the offense here, it looks pretty good. Pretty much aside from Jimmy Garoppolo and the receiving core. I mean, I guess what I'm saying by this is the offensive line's pretty good, and then George Kittle's pretty good. This is Caden Smith. Yeah, who's on the Giants in real life. But the receiving core is not great. Dante Pettis is okay, but Deebo Samuel really hasn't progressed at all. Kendrick Bourne has not progressed. Jalen Hurd has not progressed at all. And then if you look at the running backs, Tevin Coleman and Matt Breida are not progressing at this point. They're really like regressing. Breida's 28. He's going to go down at the Super Bowl, so that's kind of sucky. And then Jimmy Garoppolo, he's 31 years old. He's not going to be developing anymore. And this was like a fantasy style, so we can kind of do whatever we want here. We did draft a quarterback, I guess. Denzel McGowan underneath, 75 overall, star development, only 25 years old. Not a lot of throw power to him, but maybe he's a good option for us. And then defensively, I think this was the strength of the team, very obviously. In the secondary, Adrian Colbert and Jaquiski Tart is all right. It's not great because Tart's 31 at this point. Adrian Colbert is 29. Both of these guys are not progressing at this point. And you look on the defensive line, I mean, this is fantastic. With DeForest Buckner, Salomon Thomas moved inside, Khalil Mack, and Nick Bosa. Great defensive line. Mack's going to start to regress for sure at 32, but he's a 99 overall. I really don't see that being a huge factor. And then we have a decent secondary other than the safety, so decent cornerback group other than Richard Sherman, who is 35 and probably not a player we'd look to retain based on his contract situation. So if you have not been to one of these rebuild revisits before, basically we just kind of take over with the team based on where we were, do like another season or two, hop into a game, play a little bit with them, and see some of the stars of the rebuild. They kind of like were great for us, great draft picks, and kind of see how the team can continue past the point of where we rebuild them up to. So Nick Bosa is a free agent, definitely someone we're going to want to bring back. He is a very, very talented player. And cap could be an issue as Quan Alexander goes up to Superstar X Factor. Jimmy G is going to have to walk. Probably let Deebo Samuel go as well. We're just going to look to get better and younger for the most part. But the fact that Quan Alexander went up to Superstar X Factor, I mean, that's pretty significant. It's still going to take a lot for him to get upgraded, but I think we still can afford to keep him for, for another year or two, considering how good he is, and he wants to test free agency. Well, he's going to get probably franchise tagged unless Nick Bosa wants to be difficult, and I'd rather give him like a big deal. So he's definitely someone we want to bring back, and he returns, which means we are free to franchise tag Quan Alexander. Now, with the offseason, it puts us in an interesting spot because we could go a number of different directions, because when you look at the strength of the team, based on the positions that we really need, you're talking about maybe quarterback, wide receiver for sure, and then defensively, we're going to need cornerback because Richard Sherman has just retired now. Our safeties have regressed. They're not getting any better or any younger. So we really need to consider upgrading our secondary in a big way, or quarterback or wide receiver. This is not a team that just we pick up from the simulation and start winning games again. We definitely have to make some moves to get this team back in the right spot. So 20 mil in free agency to spend. DeAndre Hopkins would be quite an interesting addition. Same thing with Byron Jones. However, I see it as a potential difficult thing to bring those guys in. Andy Isabella isn't a terrible option at 26 years old. Jeffrey Simmons in there as well. See, I feel like these contracts are just going to be a little bit too steep for their ages. But if there's anyone we're going to try and bring in, it's going to be Byron Jones in like a 2-year deal. And we can up the salary on that. That's 100 total points. I think it's going to be difficult to steal him from the Eagles, but that's pretty much as high as I'm comfortable offering. Justin Lane's an option as well, but with less than star development. I'm less than intrigued as we simulate as Byron Jones rejects. Not really a huge surprise there. Sometimes you really got to overbid to get these guys. And I suppose we could draft Justin Lane. Kind of just give us a little bit of wiggle room, depending on what he's asking for. It's not that much. Especially if we lowball him here. We could maybe get him under 4 per year at 69 total points. Nice. Now the Steelers are in. Team that drafted him. So I guess we're probably not going to get Justin Lane either. I would say there's, pretty much no shot at that. And then fifth-year options have been put into this game now. And I don't even know who DeAndre Thomas is. Is that a player we drafted, or is that a real player? I don't know of any DeAndre Thomas in the NFL actively, so I would have to assume we drafted him. But I don't know who that would be. Like, am I blind? Am I just missing him? Where is this guy? Who is DeAndre Thomas? Show yourself. I know. Oh, he's this cornerback. All right, well, that's definitely a player we want to bring back. 24 years old, young, talented, yet no way we want to let him slip. So, let's just go to the draft. I'm not sure what our pick situation is going to look like. We should be like middle of the draft if we still have our first round. There's a chance I traded it away, although I didn't. It's number 12 overall. We'll have to see what the board's looking like. Looks like a pretty good quarterback here at the top. Could be a decision we make. We have all of our picks. All right, so should be able to improve the team in at least one way. Maybe running back in Lester Dunbar looks pretty good. I don't know. Depends if he's on the board. He's a running back. I suppose that he would be. All right, this is probably the guy. Bernard Clayton out of Texas. A, medium route running. A- catching. B+ short route running. He'll probably be in the 80s. And there are some really good receivers here, it looks like. So we might double dip on receivers. Even trade up, it kind of depends. There's a cornerback that I really like. A lot of really good running backs. So, I mean, we definitely have options. This is the cornerback, Austin Barber out of Wisconsin. A- zone coverage. Could play safety for us, very obviously. Now, Clayton's scheduled to go at number 8 now. Barber just a little bit later. But I don't really want to let those guys slip, because even though they're the number 2 receiver and cornerback on the board, I think it's unlikely they go in those positions. So we definitely might consider trading up here. There goes the first receiver. That's dangerous. I'm not going to trade inside the top 5 to get him. There goes the next cornerback. Jesus. Giants, please just don't. They took the receiver. 76 overall. I thought he'd be higher. There goes the corner. 78 overall. Probably should have considered a trade up in that range, but decided not to for whatever reason. I don't know. Unfortunately, it's not exactly a stacked draft class here. So a little bit disappointing for sure on that front. Falcons are offering us a first-round pick next year as well as a third this year. I don't hate that, but who's going to be worse? Probably the Falcons. I feel like they're so hit or miss, though. I don't know. If they just won the Super Bowl, that's tough to predict. Let's go with the Colts. I just feel like they will probably have the highest first-round pick next year. Maybe they won't, but we're gonna take the chance. I don't really like anyone in this class in this range, so I have no problem trading down. And we're gonna do another year or two, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to go ahead and take this cornerback, William Dorsey, out of Temple. Looks to be okay. 70 overall normal development, number 28 in the class. We took him at number 44. Not much in the way of a cover guy, but maybe someone that we can move back to safety. Nice press on him for sure. Nothing special, obviously, but you don't really anticipate like landing huge players unless like they look outstanding in this round, the second round, third round, beyond. Really, you're looking to get studs at the top of the first. That's where they're going to be, obviously. We're just going to trade down for the rest of the draft and just do whatever. I picked up a 7th there for whatever reason. I didn't really pay attention while I was doing that. That was a mistake, but we'll just probably simulate to the end. I'll see you guys when I see you. So this looks like it's going to be the team for season whatever. We'll call it season 1 of this revisit. And, I mean, we took some step backs in certain areas. Certainly. I mean, that's obvious. Didn't really like the draft. Didn't really... Well, I mean, there were 2 good players that I could have taken it, but I could have traded up. Didn't really have the draft capital to do so, in my opinion, so we decided to hold pat, which I think is fine. We'll take this year kind of as like a bridge year, develop our young QB, see what he's capable of, and then, reattack the offseason when we're there. So we'll simulate to the playoffs directly. And, well, actually, I'll probably stop it at like week 8 or so I can do contracts and whatnot. But, all right, maybe not this season, but next season, I think is when we're going to be good. So I stopped the simulation at the mid-season mark. We were 2-6. I come back, we're 9-7. I don't know. A little bit annoying, honestly, because I know we made the playoffs, but I don't know. I feel I wanted the higher draft pick, I guess. But if we're in the playoffs, that's the goal, I guess. So, why not, I suppose. Can I be any more indecisive with my sentences? Probably. There you go. That was like not even planned. Anyway, yeah, I mean some decent upgrades across the board. Coleman's regressing, Breida's staying the same, McGowan's up to 78, which is a little bit of improvement. As far as everything else goes, Salomon Thomas is a free agent. We'll probably let walk. We just had a lot of holes, and I didn't really do anything about them in free agency as we were not able to sign anybody. We'll see if we can beat the Packers here. As we don't, we lose by 3. I think a playbook change is in order. I'm trying to find the one that works the best, and people recommend all sorts of different playbooks, and I do see the comments occasionally that recommend it one way or the other. And I haven't decided what works the most consistently, as I want to bring back Quan Alexander. He just wants so much money, and I don't really want to give him so much money. But he returns. He's back for a few years. Use check is pretty irrelevant. Salomon Thomas, same deal, 29, 78 overall. I don't care. We have a few centers in here. Like, Batten isn't a very high overall, but he's younger. And then Tracy isn't a very high overall. He's older. We don't have the money to even bring him back if we wanted to. So I'm not even sure I'll be able to bring back Juszczyk, considering the contract we just gave to Quan Alexander. So we're in a little bit of a tough spot here. I want to know, like, where is all this money going? And I know we're paying some guys. Quan Alexander, obviously, is getting a hefty contract. Khalil Mack, who is going to be under contract only until this year. See, it's interesting. It's interesting with some of these contracts, like who we're paying big money to. But it's like, I don't know, a lot of these aren't huge contracts. I mean, they're reasonable. A lot of guys are making 9 mil. Breida is probably going to be the guy that gets cut. We might take a penalty. I mean, the penalty and the freed cap basically offset. So it's whatever. I mean, Coleman is another guy that probably needs to get cut. Kendrick Bourne is a guy that needs to get cut. We're taking on big penalties, but I think it's going to open up things for the future. So we just kind of have to make these tough decisions. Same thing with Jaquiski Tart. He's down to a 74 overall. It's time to go. We got to free up cap. We got to replace these guys. And running back, I guess, is going to be a big position of need for us. Where did I lose it? Where's Tevin Coleman? Did I cut him? Did I already cut him? I don't know. Deion Jones is here, and he's a 98 overall. What kind of running backs are here? Breida? Is Coleman in here? I swear to God, I just cut him. All right, well, I don't know why he wasn't popping up then. I don't know. Did I cut him? Can I not cut him due to the running backs on my roster? Do I only have one running back? I have no... Where's Tevin Coleman? I mean, I guess I must have cut him, and I just kind of zoned out, which, I mean, that happens all the time. Kind of black out when I'm doing these. So we pick a number 23. And we only, like, got into the first round of the playoffs and then get eliminated. Oh, we pick a number 1. Hold on. Was that the Colts pick? That worked out well. No way. Did the Colts just do really, really poorly? That's always fun. I love a good feel-good story of making a trade. And then they have the first pick, and they won 5 games. I mean, that's not that few. All right, we have a lot of wiggle room here. We can kind of do whatever we want. All right, some good receivers again. I mean, interesting. He has A route running, or medium route running, but he's kind of low. Enrique Garcia, South Carolina. He also has A medium route. Whenever you see A medium route running, they're usually like one of the best players in the class, but the other stats are kind of misleading. I don't know. This center also looks ridiculous. A minus pass block, A minus run block. I know it's only a center, but we do need one. I mean, definitely worth a second-round pick, I would say. And we have a ton of picks. Look at all the fourth-rounders. We have 4. Stephen Colbert is here. The late-night talk show host. All right. Poor safety class again. Also saw Matt Stairs in there, the legendary pinch hitter in baseball. Yeah, I think he has like the most pinch hit home runs in MLB history. It's not extremely relevant to this, but it is true, I think. People hate to see me trade down usually, but also I'm getting a haul for number 1. I'm only moving down to 5. I'm picking up a first next year and a 2 this year. I don't want the number 1 overall pick. I don't care who they take in the top 5. Enrique Garcia is only a 74. Like, I need good players. This is another super underwhelming class, and I need, like, overwhelmingly good classes. That would be, like, my dream is actually good players to draft. So I might just trade down with the Patriots or something. Okay. Oh, I'm literally so stupid. I had a player in there, Brian Burns. I was trying to get him also, just to see if it would work. And then I accidentally, I blacked out, as I talked about a moment ago. And I just traded down straight to 11 and got nothing. Because I'm an idiot. Sick. Ugh. I mean, it's not going to hurt me. I'm still going to get the player I was going to draft anyway. It's just kind of weird. I'm going to take Dexter Bates here. He's a 77 overall, number 3 in the class, star, better development. Good strength, nice power moves, great finesse moves, great speed. Really, really good player. Salomon Thomas replacement, I think that goes without saying. But yeah, that was like a brain-dead trade down. I zoned out and I just went, oh yeah, we'll give you 5 and you can just give us 11. We'll just trade down and be nice. With the Patriots. I mean, it would be, right? It would be the Patriots. Colts are offering a first-rounder next year. I mean, I'm so in. You guys were so bad this year. You won 5 games. I'll gladly do that trade for a first-rounder next year. And then I think I'm going to be drafting off my draft board for these next 2 picks. I want the center very badly. And there's also a quarterback. If he's still on the board, Tommy Hall, I would consider taking. But I would say the center is the highest priority. So Martin Haslam, he's a baller, said Roger Goodell. Up yours. I'm not doing the combine. 73 overall, only normal development, but he's 22. So we would have had this if we re-signed the center who was 25 and only 73 overall with normal development, we would have gotten him. And then Haslam, despite low strength, actually appears to be very good in every other way. So he was the priority. We took him. I might take the backup quarterback here, provided he's still on the board. These draft classes have been underwhelming, to say the least, which is disappointing. But it is what it is. What are you going to do? All right, Tommy Hall. Looks like it's like Shea Patterson style. He is a 73 overall, star or better development, number 21 in the class. We took him at 55. He'll be a decent backup for us, maybe something. Maybe we'll trade him. I don't know. I don't know what his value to me is yet. That's pretty much where I'm going to end the draft. I might try to trade these picks for a pick next year. Something like maybe a first if I can, or a running back. I could probably get a good running back with these picks. All right, we just did a trade for Jay Pruitt. I think his name might have been Joel Pruitt. He's an 82 overall. He was the second running back on the depth chart for whoever we just got him from. The Bucks, maybe? And he's not a real player, which means he's going to be pretty young. And it said he has a decent development rate, which means it's probably star or better. I mean, I assume it wouldn't say that for normal. So, yeah, all right, we got Joel Pruitt, 82 overall. He's only 24 years old. Looks to be pretty decent. He is our new starting running back. Okay, still need receivers. Offensive line, I'm comfortable with. And then defensively, we have a great defensive tackle pairing now, DeForest Buckner and Bates. Dexter Bates, kind of a cool name. Need a strong safety, like really, really badly. I would say that's something that we could look to get. We're gonna sign Saquon Hampton here out of Rutgers. Why not, I guess. Mid-season mark. We are 4-3. I did not change the playbooks. I don't know why. We just didn't do it. Kind of forgot until now. But Khalil Mack is a free agent. Would like him to, sign for less. I also picked up Bryce Love. They were just like bridge players until I can get to the next draft. Khalil Mack is 33 years old. This would be a pretty big contract for him. I don't really want to do that. But also he still is amazing, so I kind of want to. This is so much money. But also, we have it. So, all right. We'll just offer him that. He resigns. I guess that's over with. That's all I can say about it. It's over with. We got cheated financially, but DeAndre Thomas is back as well. All right, we got everybody back. Now, that I wanted to. Khalil Mack, DeAndre Thomas, Doug Mosley, Zach Spear. Here's the problem. Is Denzel McGowan the guy? I don't think so. Now, do I want to give him a 1-year deal? I feel like we should just go after a different quarterback, probably. So, we drafted a QB underneath him. We're kind of fine. It's not great. We're not in a great situation, but we're kind of fine, which is It's an okay place to be. It's a kind of fine place to be, if I do say so myself. Ha ha. Hope that laugh didn't come off as fake. It kind of felt like it may have been. Ooh, first round bye. I'll take it. 11-5. So the team is balling. We'll check out the stats this year as Denzel McGowan's like, watch out. I'm going to be amazing in my contract year and make this decision a lot harder for you. So thanks for doing that, Denzel. Joel Pruitt was okay. I mean, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. That looks great. Yards per attempt wasn't anything crazy, but George Kittle and Dante Pettis were a great combo. Maybe the best wide receiver tight end combo ever. Statistically, I don't know if that's true. Probably is not. But Quan Alexander, very, very solid. Dexter Bates had 16 tackles for loss and 11 sacks as a rookie. Khalil Mack, 17.5 sacks, 14 for Buckner. Oh my, look at the pressure we're getting. Our defensive playbook is certainly not the problem. What did I end up going for this? I know we have a great defense, obviously, like with fantastic players. We had the first defense. What playbook am I in? That's what I need to know. Because I need this type of production regularly. And I don't see it all the time. I'm in Cincinnati. Cincinnati playbook is the best. I've said it 1,000 times. For defense, Cincinnati is the best. I can't remember what it said for offense. You can look at it if you want and have a better memory than me, you'll know. McGowan at number 5 for MVP. I almost never see my guys in the MVP race. Finished at number 5 for Offensive Player of the Year as well. Defensive Player of the Year went to Ryan Shazier. Quan Alexander at 4. Khalil Mack at 6. Our Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Mark Stiles, quarterback for the Panthers now. They went 6-10. We got Tommy Hall, backup quarterback, finishing at 8. He's already a 76. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Dexter Bates, who's up to an 80 and is quite good. Now, we're going to be in a really interesting position here because we've got a great team. The question is, who is going to be our quarterback for the future? Now, you'd think that it would have to be Denzel McGowan after this year, but he's in a contract year, and we do have a quarterback who's progressing pretty quickly behind him, even though we don't know his development rate. He's up to a 78 overall, and he didn't even play. He played a little bit. 282 snaps, probably holding extra points or something along those lines, or field goals or something. I don't know. But he looks actually pretty good at 86 speed as well. I think we get rid of McGowan personally, and we move on in the Tommy Hall era. That would be my best course of action, I think. Although, you know, who's to say? We'll see what happens against the Cardinals, who went 10-6. We lose to them by, geez, dude. Can we get past the first round of the playoffs ever? Apparently not. All right, who is one of these guys we got to maybe bring back? McGowan has superstar dev now. You're making this so difficult on me. Why'd you have to go ahead and get superstar development? That makes him way easier to upgrade, but he's so expensive. Now, the moment of truth here is what my backup quarterback has for development. If it's only star, I'm probably going to have to bring back McGowan. If it's superstar or X Factor, it's only star. Jesus. This is a really, really tough decision. Bates only has star. I was thinking that'd be superstar at least. This is a tough call with McGowan, but he has superstar development. I can't like just let a superstar dev QB coming off that year walk like that. So I guess I'm gonna do the quarterback re-sign influence. I was running back. Whatever. We'll just do QB for now. I think we have to bring him back. I think we have to. We need to get him some weapons too. We'll sign him. He's 27. Can I just like lower the money on that? He's not interested in signing. Well, you're going to get franchise tag for way too much money. Yeah, I know that was not the right decision, but also we're going to do one more year to see how things go with him, and then we can further make a decision later. We're negative 27 mil in cap right now, which is fine. That's whatever. We'll figure that out. Draft time. We pick at number 27 for our first pick. Hold the phone here. Did the Colts do really well? 27-28. You got to be kidding me. All right, we're actually making a really big trade here. We're trading Denzel McGowan, the quarterback we just gave franchise tag to, so $39.9 million for this year. It's an interesting move. We're trading number 30 overall and a second-round pick next year for number 11 and number 43 from the 49ers this year. So it's basically, it's McGowan for number 11, kinda, and some other stuff for like salary reasons. Now, I don't want number 11 per se. I'd rather have number 9. So I need to talk to the Texans about a little trade here, see if we can make some magic happen. All right, we're trading a 1 this year, number 28, a 1 next year. I anticipate that we're going to be pretty good and that pick won't matter, and a 3rd this year for number 9. And now there are 2 very good players that I would like to add to the team, and I just had to move up. Had to move up for this corner, and the corner is Khalil Green out of Nebraska. Very, very fast. Great top 3 skills. Think he's going to be a stud. 6'2", 187. Welcome to the team, Khalil Green, number 4 in the class. We took him at number 9. Going to be a great addition to our secondary. Man coverage specialist, nice catching. Can probably, well, I don't know. This is interesting because his zone coverage is not that high, but his block shedding and hit power is pretty good for a cornerback, especially hit power. We could move him to safety potentially. Be kind of an interesting move, but like I don't know. We're gonna take a receiver here, Shawn Waters out of Miami. Great top 3 skills. Think he's gonna be a good player for us. He is a 75 overall, number 9 in the class. We needed a receiver very badly, so this had to happen. Of course, they had success with another Waters in the past, Ricky Waters, although it's not spelled the same. Was he on the? I feel like he was on the 49ers for a while. I know he's on the Seahawks. That's kind of where I recognize. But I think Ricky Waters was on the Niners for a little while. He had to have been. Yeah, he was on the 49ers for the first 3 years of his career. Good player. Obviously, no relation. This is a made-up character, and they don't spell their last name the same. But maybe like a cousin or something. It's hard to say that stuff with a straight face. It really is, but I make it occasionally. Trading 2 2s this year and a 3 next year for number 23 from the Ravens. I just want like all the players I want, and I don't want to risk them not being there. Now, here's my predicament. Now, I do want this running back. We did trade for a running back, but this running back has a lot of potential to be better with a great combine and great top 3 skills. I also want a free safety. Alex Xavier out of South Carolina. Great stuff from him. I'm a little bit worried that he's going to be not going to be on the board at 27. He's far down the draft board, but I really don't want to miss on him. But also the running back's about to go. I want the running back too. I just have to hope that no team is going to reach up 15 spots for a free safety. So I am going to take the running back Deacon Marshall out of Kansas State here. Welcome to the team. 81 overall. That is actually probably tied for my highest draft pick this year, if not the highest. Number 1 in the class, obviously. He has star better development. This guy can actually start immediately. Really good trucking on him as well for his receiving style back. Great speed, pretty good ability with the ball in his hand, and he has amazing catching too. Now I just have to hope that this safety is not taken. There was a safety that I had on my board. Hopefully my safety is available at number 27, or else I'm going to be so sad. He's available. Thank God. Alex Xavier out of South Carolina. Welcome to the team. 75 overall, number 8 in the class. We took him at 27. I did a lot of moving around the draft board to get my guys. I have no problem with doing that. Good zone coverage, good speed, good hit power. Block shedding's a little bit low, but we definitely have a safety here. So big additions made to this team. I don't have draft picks really for the rest of this draft, except for the 4th, and almost none next year. So this might be the final season, but I have very high hopes. I want to hop into a playoff game. I think we're going to make the playoffs. I think this team's going to be quite good. I'm excited. Maybe we'll do another season after this. I'm not sure. But no draft next year. I can guarantee you that. We don't have any picks. There's no reason to. All right, here's a safety. Reggie Samuel. Another depth guy. Nice overall. Star better development. Number 44 in the class. We took him at 123. Nice zone coverage. This guy is nice, dude. Doesn't exactly get after the passer with those power and finesse moves, but whatever. I'm going to end the draft. Overwhelming success, I think you could say. Interesting free agents available here, including Sean Peak, who's only 26. It is a 77 overall. I really do need a fullback, but I can't afford one because we don't have any money. Because I got a bunch of draft picks, and we got to pay them. So that is a thing. I wish it wasn't the case, but it is. I think what would be a good fix for us is not paying for labor. I think that's like an excellent fix. Now, unfortunately, there's like no game mechanic where you can trick players into like, oh, sign this, it's a bonus, and then it's actually I waive my right to get payment or whatever. That would be like a cool workaround that we could do. It'd be fun. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist. So we're in a weird position financially, and some players are just gonna have to play positions they don't play. Like, who is Bates? Bates isn't a linebacker, is he? Who is playing full? He's a defensive tackle. You can't play fullback. All right, you're gonna play fullback. I like how our backup slot receiver is our starting running back. That's my favorite. We're this is a disaster. Green's just gonna play a lot. We're in an interesting spot because like this safety has probably star development, but I moved Khalil Green, the cornerback, to safety. Xavier plays safety. We got Dorsey still at corner. I mean, we have 3 good cornerbacks. It's kind of all we really need. So that's the team. If I didn't really show it well, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's a good excuse, I think. 5-2 at the midseason mark. We are atop the NFC West. Seahawks have not won a game. Bad news for them. Quan Alexander wants a new contract. We probably shouldn't give him one just because we don't have any money. Tavares Buckner is regressing. Pruitt is a running back we don't really need anymore. These are all weird players. Like Clinton is a 25 overall. Nope, 25 years old, 77 overall. It's kind of a weird combo. Like if he was an 80, I'd probably re-sign him at 25, but he's gonna be turning 26. He's not that fast. Pruitt we don't need, but he does have star development. Buckner's a good player, but he's not a great player, and he's gonna be wanting a lot of money because he's an old person now. And yeah, 31 is an old person. If you're watching this and you're 31, you're like, that's not even middle-aged. That's way past middle-aged. You got like 3 or 4 years left, and then that's probably it. But I digress, because we're going to upgrade the team here in Week 9. Derek Brady. All right. That's Tom Brady's son. The one he kisses on the lips. I don't know. What am I talking about this video? We're going to simulate to the end. And the end, by the way, is the end of the season. Not like the end of my life, which that would be... how awesome would that be? Just to click a button and it's done? Like, but I mean, like, not killing myself, because that's not cool. But, like, just, like, kind of, like, skipping a bunch of years. But we got a first-round bye. I got to stop talking. We're 11-5. First-round bye. Hell yeah. 10th offense in the league. I assume top 2 defense. 7th. Close enough. 7 is like only a couple away from 2. Tommy Hall, not a great year, honestly. A lot of picks, but rushing Deacon Marshall, thankfully, was bad, so you got to love that. And then receiving, Shawn Waters had a good season. What did our running back do? He caught a lot of passes, so that's cool. Blocking, starting left tackle, out of pretty much a sack per game, which I always love to see that. And then Fred Warner, plenty of tackles. Khalil Mack was great again. Nick Bosa had plenty of sacks. We were getting a lot of pressure. Khalil Green as a rookie had 5 picks. Xavier had 2. I mean, that's good too, but Khalil Green probably with 5 interceptions takes home Defensive Rookie of the Year. So I'm very excited to see if he won that. I'm also excited to jump in a game and kind of play with this team as Lamar Jackson wins MVP. No 49ers in there, but NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Alvin Kamara. Tommy Hall, our quarterback at number 9. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Okay. Khalil Green at number 6. Quan Alexander at 7. Khalil Green's definitely going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year for sure. Almost get Offensive Rookie of the Year. It goes to a quarterback, of course. But the running back and the receiver at 2 and 3, unfortunately. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Khalil Green. Alex Xavier at number 3. Reggie Samuel, this other strong safety, at number 4. So we did great there. We might have even won, like, Best DB or something. Quentin Nelson won Best Offensive Lineman. Khalil Mack, Best D-Line. Best Linebacker goes to Kendall Beckwith. Best DB is Khalil Green. If he didn't have Superstar X Factor already, he's going to have it. He has to. That's such an incredible season. 91 overall. I'm excited to see these development traits. Only star for Marshall? Are you kidding me? Only star for Waters? Show me something defensively at least. Oh my lord. Xavier has star. Green has star. Samuel has star. Brady's unknown. for a little while longer. How did none of these guys get up to Superstar or Superstar X Factor? I know the awards officially haven't gone out yet. We'll do one more season after this because we're definitely going to make the playoffs next year, I would say. I'll jump in then because we'll get eliminated. Oh, we didn't get eliminated. Hold on a minute here. If we just beat the Cowboys, I mean, we're a Super Bowl team and I can jump in and play the Super Bowl. We lost 31-0. So we weren't really even that close at all. Oh, no. All right, off-season time. How do we get shut out? Maybe it's because our quarterback's not very good. So Quan Alexander's going to go. Buckner's going to go. Joel Pruitt's going to go. Clinton is going to go. Yeah, I mean, so we need to replace some of these guys, obviously. Wow, did Buckner? Nah, we're gonna have money. I can get better players for the price, so I'm gonna let them walk. Last season, I want to jump into a play the moment with this team. I really do. But I keep wanting to see the team progress. But I drafted all the rookies I needed to. We're in great position. Just need to get some performers. Did Khalil Mack go and retire on me? You couldn't have. You couldn't have, Khalil. We have a 79 defense. This is so bad. I'm going to see development trade upgrades, hopefully. Waters went up to Superstar. There we go. Thank you. That is such a huge bonus for us. Defensively, we have to get something. How does Khalil Green not go up? Dude made the Pro Bowl, I would have to assume. He won DB of the Year, won Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's a star. Come on, man. You're killing me. Khalil Mack up and retired on me. Brady's got star development, but he's terrible. We need a left end. We need a D tackle. We need an outside linebacker. We need a receiver, maybe? I mean, the team's actually not as far away as I thought. I just need a left end, D tackle, outside linebacker. Denzel McGowan in free agency. We're not going to sign him, but like it's good to see him getting interest. All right, we got Josh Allen and something Coles, C. Coles. I hope it's Coles, and that's not even a first name or any name. Who goes by Coles? I mean, I know it's a last. His name's Caleb Coles. Okay, he is. If your name is Coles, by the way, and not Cole, I don't. First of all, you don't exist, and second of all, I hate you. But he looks pretty good. Can kind of do everything. So. Good versatility for us. Good replacement from Quan Alexander. Josh Allen is a good replacement for Khalil Mack. And I know what you're thinking. We don't really have a defensive tackle. And you'd be right about that. I don't have like a solution, but you are right. That is correct. Now DeForest Buckner's still here. Joel Pruitt is still here. We do need depth at the running back position. I think Marlon Mack could offer that. I'm not going to offer him a lot of money, but he can take that if he'd like. We're also going to offer a contract to Robert Kimdichie, who wants a ton, because I think the theme of this rebuild is waste of talent. So I think that kind of fits what we're going after. We'll simulate now to the draft and maybe draft a defensive tackle, because Kimdichie is not taking that. He's like, I want $9 million per year. And then you're like, but aren't you really old? And he goes, yeah. But are you not good? Yeah. But that's what I want. So you got to, I mean, props to him for knowing what his value he thinks is, which it isn't. Also, not the order I wanted to say those words in, but that's the order they came out in. Might trade up in the draft depending on what's there. I have, again, you'll realize no picks, but that's fine. Sometimes you don't have them. This is the last season anyway. Okay, I'm trading Marlon Mack. It's the only way I could trade up, because no team wanted to take picks next year for this year's pick, so I'm trading up to number 4. Because the only team that wanted Marlon Mack really was the Bucs, and they had green interest. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of you. Please don't take that out of context. I'm drafting a defensive tackle. He looks great. He is pretty great. Number 9 in the class. Took him at number 4. 76 overall, though. Yeah, I hiccuped in the middle of that. That's okay. 90 strength, 84 finesse moves, 80 speed, 88 excel. Pretty good defensive tackle pairing alongside the other feller that has a name, I think. That was a great draft recap. I wish I could have seen it, but I clicked the next week as I was saying it. Yeah, I'm aware. Team looks like a team, if that's safe to say. I wouldn't go much further than that, but it does look pretty good, actually. I would have loved to see some development trait upgrades, because that's always fun to see, but looks like that's not going to be the case, unfortunately. This is the team for the final season. I definitely want to jump into a game at some point. I made some quick signings in free agency for depth and things like that. But this is the crux of the team. So we'll see what we can do. Lee being in the slot is like not that good. But it's all right. I mean, I'm not really going to change it. So we'll simulate to the midseason mark. Midseason mark. We are 5-2 again. So in line for a playoff berth. If we don't make the playoffs, it'll be very sad. I think we will. If I end this video without playing, that would be just the worst. Because I've been hyping it up for like a few seasons. We're going to play. We're going to see what these guys look like. And now it's not like I'm going to be good. It's not like, oh, wait till you see how amazing I am. You've been on the channel before, probably. You know that I'm not good, even at all, really. So 10-4, we're going to make the playoffs. As long as we don't completely crash. I know we just lost to the Rams. We're going to be fine. But yeah, it's going to be cool to see some of these guys in action for just a little while. I mean, the rebuilds have never been a gameplay-based series, and for good reason. I don't want to play. I do like to build the teams, though. First round bye. Went 12-4. Our best season to date. Offense was bad, which means one thing. The defense must have been great. First defense in the league. Offense just, I mean, like, that's a weird year. 3,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, but only 3 interceptions. We leaned heavily on Deacon Marshall, who was great on the ground. I just want to see 4.0 yards per carry. That's all I want to see. Also, Tommy Hall had 8 rushing touchdowns, 414 rushing yards. That's fine. The ball really got spread around pretty well for receptions. Yards weren't too crazy, obviously. Touchdowns weren't too crazy, but again, a lot of players scored touchdowns, which was cool. And then defensively, I assume we got a lot of pressure. Somewhat. I mean, that's good for the team. Not a whole lot of turnovers forced. So I guess we're just shutting them down, not really allowing yards, which is fine. We're up to a 90 overall. I want to see what the development of that defensive tackle that we drafted was. No one's going to go up or down because it's not Super Bowl week. Only has star development. That's fine. We are going to the divisional. I'm going to hop in to Super Sim probably, and then jump in if we have to. I just really want to win a Super Bowl too. That's the game I want to like play the moments in. Down 10-0 early. This is not 13-0. I spoke too soon. Hey, can we score, please? I'm going to jump in. It's the third quarter. We've scored 0 points. This is looking like another shutout. And now, it's not like me hopping in is going to be like, oh, let me save the team. I'm still terrible, but I get to run because he's fast. He feels really slow, but watch this. Oh, look at the scrambling ability. Probably going to slide so I don't die. Now, I'm not even looking to throw, by the way, because I already know I'm going to throw it to the other team. That's kind of my thing. I don't know if you've ever been here, but that's kind of my thing. That is wide. Oh, look at his release. That thing is so quick. I've never seen a faster release in my life. I need this for Lawrence Ross and Dolphins franchise. What was that? He's like, Uncle Rico. It's already out. He just brought his arm up, and the ball just kind of took off, which is always fun. It's wide open over the middle. Okay. We just need points, and then we can get back in the game. Z-spot. I need to get, like, Waters on a corner route, since that's his specialty. Yeah, Waters has that corner route specialty, which I guess means he's disgusting at running corner routes. So if they choose the wrong defense, and they did, it should be a touchdown. Touch pass, and touchdown. Ooh, that was kind of... Dude, I need these abilities in Dolphins franchise. I could be actually, like, scoring points regularly. How nice would that be? 2-point conversions are going to bring us back in this game. We just got to convert on them, of course. I'm going to roll out. They have a spy. Don't run at me. Give me blocks. There we go. All right. That works. 16-8. I'm a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. 3rd and 5. It is Mitchell Trubisky. It's not like he's really going to do anything. I mean, Coles is a linebacker. We're in like a vert hook here. Just got to shut it down. Good tackle. We'll take back over on offense and see if we can get the ball in the end zone again. I'm only going to run corner routes because it seems like that's the move. See, all we need is that cornerback to come up like it isn't the route that it is, and it's going to be wide open. Waters is nasty, and I know what you're going to be thinking. Bengal, it's not fun to watch you run the same play every play. That's why I don't do it in Dolphins franchise, but in here, I don't know the playbook, and it works, which is fun. It's fun when things work. Oh, Kittle's on whatever route that is. That's a crosser, obviously, but he's got the superstar ability if I can put him on different routes, which is nice. I mean, Kittel was maybe not the throw there, but I wanted to go somewhere different than to the corner route every play. And it was somewhat open. We got it to him. This is a weird-looking RPO. I'm down for it, though. We're going to hand it off to the running back. Spin back. I was hoping to follow, like, the crease in through the blocks there and get into the end zone. Very slow spin move. A little bit underwhelming. Another weird RPO here. This is, like, a weird defensive setup. I'm actually going to not do that. I'll probably just scramble. They blitzed heavy. No, it's not letting me run outside. That's so odd. Like, I'm trying to go outside. This is the second time that's happened where, like, my quarterback's like, I know you want to run, but, like, what if I just did, like, a little spin, like a little ballerina real quick? And you go, that's not what I want. He's like, that's too bad. Here we go. Go this way, George. Am I over the line? Apparently not. Touchdown. All right. What was that defensive change they just made? I don't know. Look for the slant. That's wide open. And it's a tie game. Dude, where is this in Dolphins franchise? Like, actually. It almost looks like I'm good. That's mine. User pick. Easy. Reads. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. And that is not that he's going to fumble. Okay, I know I celebrated unnecessarily at that. I'm on board with that. Now, I thought his celebration maybe was high-stepping or he'd show the ball back. He's like, let me do a, like, again, back to the ballerina trend. He's like, let me do a pirouette. And yeah, I know too much about ballet if I know what a pirouette is, I guess, but Jesus. Why would that be his celebration? Are you throwing at me? Classic Mitch Trubisky. Oh my goodness. Am I nasty on the sticks all of a sudden? That was actually kind of good. Just like cutting back and forth. Oh my god. Amazing blocking. Juke back inside. He didn't make anybody miss, but like, things are working out for me. Run up the middle. Give me a block. I'm actually going to slide. I don't want to fumble in this spot. So let's play it safe. Score a touchdown on third down. I'm probably going to throw a pick here. I don't really like not being in shotgun. We're going to play action there. Not fooled. I mean, we have X maybe for a quick second. I'm just going to run because I have speed for once. So I'll take the rushing touchdown. All right, 3rd and 2. 1:14 left in the game. Bosa's got his superstar ability active, and that's got to be a pick. Thomas, great catch there. Idiot. Game on the line, pretty much. Goes ahead and drops a game-sealing interception. That's terrible. Just don't drop it. It's an easy solution. Shut down the run, though. Game over. Pretty much. First down kills it for sure. So, big-time plays. That's great blocking. Look at Marshall go, and he's way faster than Eddie Jackson. That is a game-sealing touchdown. We'll celebrate now. That's what I thought that Fred Warner might have done. Didn't. But it's game over. 74 yards to the house. Dagger. Oh, another game where my team decides to score no points and only allow them. Very nice. Although, we're putting up a little bit more of a fight now in the second half. Although, the Falcons scoring there is really not good for us. We're going to have to jump in with only 3 minutes remaining. I didn't like any of the noises. It's 4th and 6. Great. I wish I could switch Kittel and Waters, but that's not a thing. So we're just going to run the route and see what happens. That's wide open. Waters just absolutely crushes man coverage. The juke back inside. Keon O'Neal goes flying. We're still very much in the game. We're going to run with Hall. Just give me a good block. All right. Kind of weaved in and out there. Take the big gain. Nothing's getting open as far as I could tell. I mean, do I throw that to X? Is that dangerous? It was, but we also scored a touchdown. No, we didn't? We're on the 2? Okay. We're going to run. Hall. Touchdown. There we go. Scrambling again. They just don't cover that, huh? Field goal game. All right, we'll see if our team can make a stop. All we need is a stop. No, we didn't get it. All right, well, I don't want to take over and just win very easily all the games. And you're like, oh, but you didn't win the Super Bowl. Wow. Cry me a river. just wanted to see the team, play with them a little bit. It was actually some fun. I enjoyed playing, so that's a fun change. But it was fun to jump back in, see what this team is really capable of, and it was not a team that performed well in simulation at all during the playoffs, which is all right. This was a ton of fun to jump back into. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.
We'll fake it.